Tough day at the office here today at Portimao in the south of Portugal. We're here for the launch of the new KTM 1290 Superduke R, and the third iteration of the beast really lives up to this name. It is an epic bit of kit. We spent the morning at the track at Portimao, amazing levels of grip and feedback from the bike. And then we spent the afternoon out on the roads, and it is just so accessible. I'm yet to ride another bike that has the levels of performance as easily as accessible as this one does. We'll do a little walk around of the bike and talk about some of the things that have changed. It's basically a complete overhaul of the bike. It is more than 90% brand new. We'll start from the back. Actually, we'll start in the middle. The brand new, lighter and 3 times stiffer frame flows back into extruded aluminium subframe and a carbon composite piece. This is actually carbon composite here. This is not plastic. We've flowed down here to a brand new swing arm. It's actually, they've done a lot of work with the engine casing and the swing arm to basically lift that swing arm pivot position up. Result of that means that they can run a longer shock. So the shock is about twice as long as the previous one, which basically translates to a whole lot more feel. And it means that the level of fluid in there is a lot more. It's not going to overheat as much as the old one does. And the fact is that basically it doesn't squat under hard acceleration anything like the old one does. And bearing in mind that I thought the old one was pretty much a perfect road sports bike, I wasn't sure how they were actually going to be able to improve it, but this is a whole new level of performance. Brand new exhaust system. I think they've saved a kilo off the exhaust alone. Completely new tank assembly. 2 litres less volume in the tank. That's basically because they've got a brand new ram air system coming in the front, in between the headlights here at the front. That goes into a much larger 2.6 litres larger airbox than previously for significantly improved sort of high velocity performance. What else have we got? It's pretty much everything is new. So we've got 48mm WP forks at the front. It is just an epic bit of kit. This morning on the track, we had 6 sessions. We started in fog, which was interesting in terms of trying to learn the track. But by about the 3rd session, you kind of actually put everything else out of your mind. You can take liberties with this bike that you just can't on a lot of other bikes. You're trailing a whole bunch of front brake into the corners. You get on the gas really early. There's so much feel from both ends. And on a track like Portimao, that is lots of blind corners, lots of up and down elevation changes. Something like this is just, it's a godsend in terms of you just have fun and play around with it on the track. It's amazing. On the road this afternoon, lots of different sort of surface types, lots of fast flowing corners, and it was just impeccable on the road as well. New TFT, lots of new stuff here going on the controls. Much better and easier to use than the previous one, which we had a few dramas with. The upshot of this is that this is moved it to a whole new level from before. I thought the last one was amazing. I'm struggling to find things wrong with it, to be honest. This has to end up in my garage at some point. So here we are, signing off from MC News here in Portimao. Really tough day today. This is sort of tick a box type stuff for me. Amazing. Get yourself on one of these when they get to Australia and have a ride at least. And you'll see what I'm sort of yabbering on about. Exquisite. Well done, KTM.